welcome back to another edition of Top 8 here on JD's YouTube. I'm your host, JD. Today's Top 8 is Spider-Man the Animated Series. So, let's jump into this. Kind of excited about this one. It's one of these last two kind of stick in my head. Just a little bit more than the other ones. Coming in at number 8 is Kraven the Hunter. Kraven is awesome. I've been waiting for him to show up on the big screen. He wears a lion. He shows up hunting Spider-Man. One of those guys that's kind of like for hire. Uh-oh. I can't open this. Oh, that opened weird. Now I'm awake. So, yes. Number 7 is going to be the Green Goblin. Both Henry Osborn and what's his dad? And his father. Oh crap! Brain fart. Harry Osborn, the son, and anyways, Harry's the one I want to focus on. It's Spider-Man's friend, and then he took up the mantle of Green Goblin. I'm gonna have to shout out an honorable shout out for the Hobgoblin. He was also cool. It's just as a kid, one was green and then one was orange. So it was like, okay. But they're both kind of the same and kind of not at the same time, if that makes sense. Moving on. Number 6 is the Lizard. I have the Lizard on here because I spent the whole series feeling for him. Doc Connors. He was just trying to fix his arm, and he ended up becoming the Lizard. And in some of the fights with Spider-Man, you could tell that he was still in there. And Spider-Man did his best to fix him. It's just a touching storyline. Number 5 is Black Cat. Black Cat was awesome. She was also a really, really hot cartoon. Her flirtation with Spider-Man was perfect. I can't get this stupid thing off. Yes. Number 4, or coming in at number 4, top of the 4, Scarlet Spider. Again, I love the design of Scarlet Spider. The storyline of him being Peter Parker's clone, trying to save Mary Jane. That was a really good storyline, and I liked it. Hi, honey. She texted me. Coming in at number 3 is Carnage. Carnage was fantastic. I remember having the video game Maximum Carnage. Carnage is just psychotic. Of course he is, because he picked a serial killer as his host. And I can't wait to see it in the adaptation in the big screen in the next Venom movie. Speaking of that, number 2 is Venom. Eddie Brock. Fantastic Venom. He was huge. He was beefy. They both hated Spider-Man, so they had a common goal. It was just awesome. Venom is one of my favorite bad guys. It's one of my favorite Spider-Man suits, the black suit, the Venom. I liked it better in the cartoon than I did in the iteration, the live action. I think that black with the white spider logo on his chest was just one of the coolest Spider-Man suits. And at number 1, of course, Spider-Man. We can't have the show without Spider-Man. in the way they portrayed Peter Parker. Watched him grow. Watched him become the Spider-Man that he needed to be. Watched him evolve when he had to, when Madam Web needed his help. When the Beyonder needed his help. And he had to become a leader. Fantastic. I really can't get this off there. So, Spider-Man, the animated series, it comes to a close on this countdown. And that being said, much love. JD out.